What's up guys, welcome back. We've got some warm weather today. I think spring is going to come early, so what better way to celebrate than with some rib chili. Everyone loves ribs, everyone loves chili. Let's smoke some ribs and put it together. Check it out. So what you want to do is go get yourself 2 slabs of baby back ribs. What we did with them was remove the membrane, cut each slab in half, and then we threw it in a marinade. That marinade consisted of 1 tablespoon of dark chili powder, 1 tablespoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, half a teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of paprika, and 1 can of Pepsi. Yes, we use Pepsi. That's what we had. You can use Coke. I'm not gonna judge you. Anyways, throw that in the marinade, throw them in the refrigerator for overnight, and when you're ready, you can take them out of the bag. Don't rinse them. They're good right out of the bag. Throw them on the smoker. Dude, these smell really good. Anyways, all right, so we're gonna get our ribs out, throw them on a rack here. Ooh, look at those things, man. Smells so good. Look at those beauties. All right, so now we got them out of the bag. Our smoker's up to temp. We're gonna be cooking at 250 degrees Fahrenheit. We're gonna cook them for about 2 or 3 hours until we get a nice color / bark that we want. And at that point, we're gonna wrap them in foil and continue on cranking up the heat to about 275. So let's get them on the smoker. All right guys, so with the Char Griller XD offset, you can actually remove this lower rack in here, which is awesome because we're gonna cook these ribs and this chili just like the over-the-top chili. The ribs are gonna go up here, the pot's gonna go in the smoker, and all that rib juice that drops into there is just gonna flavor our pot even more. So let's get this rack out of here. We've got our top rack, probe in the center here so we can monitor the temperature of the cooking chamber. We're just gonna throw our ribs right on here in the, probably a little offset to the left. All right guys, we're gonna put our pot together. As you see in here, I've got 2 pads of butter with some canola oil. And to that, we're gonna saute. I went ahead and diced up 1 full jalapeno, 1 large yellow onion, and 1 red bell pepper. So we're just gonna add this to our iron skillet here and saute these up until it becomes fragrant and the onions become translucent. All right, so everything's nice and soft, it's nice and fragrant. Onions are nice golden translucent color. So we're gonna pull these from the heat and just dump them in our bowl. All right guys, now for our pot, we're gonna throw together a decent amount of ingredients here. So to start off, here's our spice blend. We've got 1 tablespoon of chili powder, a half a tablespoon of dark chili powder, a half a teaspoon of paprika, a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of crushed black pepper. So we're just gonna toss this in here to begin. Then we'll take our sauteed vegetables, our yellow onion, our jalapeno, and our red bell pepper. Just throw that on in there. Get everything in there. Now this is a 6-ounce can of tomato paste, but we're gonna use 3 ounces of this, so we're gonna take half out. We're gonna take 1 10-ounce can of Rotel diced tomatoes with green chilies, toss that in there. Another 28-ounce can of Rotel diced tomatoes with green chilies. 1 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. 3 15.25 ounce cans of black beans drained. Get the liquid out of there. You don't have to rinse them, just get the liquid out, dump them in. 3 cans of those. Gonna stir this around a little bit. And last but not least, 1 full can of Guinness. Going in. Widget. Mix to combine. Man, this smells good. So again, this will go on the smoker to stay warm while the ribs cook. And once our ribs are perfectly tender and the bones pull right out, we're gonna cut them up or pull them apart and just throw it in here. You'll be good to go. All right, smoker's at 250. We'll start rolling and we'll check back on these in a couple hours. All right, so as you can see, we got the color that we want. We don't want these getting any darker, so we're gonna pull them off, wrap them in some foil. You can add butter, some brown sugar, some honey if you want to. We're just gonna put them in foil to wrap them, to get them to that tenderness, to where we can just pull the bones right out. Remember, We're not making competition style ribs. We want these bones to pull right out because we're making chili with these ribs. Wrap them nice and tight. Right back on. Alright, we got them tightly wrapped up in foil. They're back on. We're going to keep rolling at, well, we'll crank the heat up a little bit. We'll roll at 275, 280, and we'll bring these to toothpick tenderness or probe tenderness. You want the probe or the toothpick to slide in and out of the meat. Real easy, no pull, not like it's grabbing like butter. And then we know we're ready to pull the bones out and start cutting this up for our chili. Alright, our ribs are rested. We got them out of our foil here. We're going to start pulling the bones out. And then we're just kind of going to just shred this up or chop it up or rip it up. Whatever you want to do to make it bite-sized and get it into our pot. Mix it all together. Man, look at that. Come right out. Clean bone. And this is exactly what you're looking for when you're cooking these. Oh man, it's just falling apart. I don't know what to do. It's just coming apart in my hands. So yeah, let's get this shredded up, chopped up, into our pot. Alright, now we're gonna tear this up. This is shredding like pulled pork, you guys. Look at this. And we're just gonna throw this in our pot here. Get that all in there. Oh man, look at that. That's basically pulled pork. And that's what you want when you're making rib chili. We're gonna get this in here, we'll stir it up, and then we'll give it a try. So there we have it. You smoke some ribs, you pull the bones out, you get your pot together, you throw the rib meat in the pot. So good, and we're about to try it. Got some sour cream, some chives, and some shredded cheese in here. Mix this up a little bit. I'm gonna get a little more rib meat on my spoon here. This is so good. Holy. It's a family channel, so I'm not gonna say what I wanna say right now. It's a family channel. The smoky flavor in this, there's heat to it. That chili powder, you know, the sour cream calms it down a little bit, but man, this has got the perfect bite. The texture, you can almost feel everything in this chili. Great flavor, smoky flavor, perfect heat. Even though the ribs pulled right out of the bones, they're not mushy. It's got a great texture, great bite. You can still feel the rib meat in here. Man, this is just amazing. You guys gotta try this out. Let me know in the comments what you wanna see me cook next. This channel's about you guys, so. It's time for me to eat. Catch you next time. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Stay cool.